All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you guys are tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. So, before we talk about how I was able to make over $10,000 today, I want to first remind you guys of the disclaimer. Guys, remember that day trading, like any other business in the United States of America, is risky. In fact, they say 8 out of 10 small businesses fail within the first 3 years. They also say 9 out of 10 day traders fail. So keep that in mind as you're going through your journey. And it's not to scare you, but to let you know the real life statistic. And for those of us who are in this community, Relentless Trading and MMU, we recommend you guys to utilize small share size and or to use the paper trading sims as you go through the learning curve. That way, you're not exposing yourself to a ton of risk. It's all about going slow and then increasing the risk over time. Other than that, remember the live streams, the recaps that I do are never an invitation to try and copy trade what I'm doing. Copy trading is madness. One of the quickest ways to blow up an account. That right there, it's gonna take you to the depths, man. Copy trading does not work with this. Just doesn't work with this style, this strategy. All right. Other than that, lastly, remember I do not invest for my subscribers. I do not do any mirror trading. Again, copy trading, nothing like that. So if it's too good to be true, it is. I will never message you first. I will never ask for personal information or money. Be careful with the fake accounts out there on all social media, Discord, TikTok, Instagram. Be careful. So with that being said, let's jump on down to the main screen and let's talk a little bit about the couple of stocks that we traded. So LYT, which was the biggest stock here today, CELZ, IMRN, and a few others going down the list. Now, we did find these stocks utilizing Momo Pro. This is the scanning software that I use every day, right? It's as simple as me coming down here to the discovery section. And in the morning, I do not even use this filter here. I use the no filter in the morning. But by the time we get to the end of the day, a lot more stocks are on here. So at this point, I will utilize the Relentless filter. And you guys will see, stocks like LYT, PIK, BEAR, MNMD, BEAT, and I mean so forth and so forth down at the list here. All right, so this is how I found the stocks. I'm primarily looking for a high percentage move. And LYT sold off aggressively, but I'm looking for a high percentage move. I'm also looking for high volume and a float, ideally less than 25 million, less than 10 million. But the float can vary, it can be a little higher. Sometimes we get a higher float stock that does perform well. So that's how I found the stocks that I traded. In terms of the edges, the patterns, the setups. So, let's focus on LYT. Being that this was the biggest gain, we're going to get straight to it. LYT, Relentless. What were you looking for on this particular stock? Now, pre-market and after hour context. So this stock did start from after hours around $2 all the way up to 8, pulled back, and then into pre-market it got all the way up to 11, pulled back, and then into the open pushed all the way up to 13. So you can see some pretty sharp pullbacks and pretty volatile move up, and then again pulled back, ripped up, pulled back, ripped up, and then finally it was done. LYT just giving a pretty incredible move. So that's the context. We started from 2, we got up to 8, back down, and then this morning coming into the open around 13. So initially I'm watching here to see how the volatility is going to be. And we start off the day with a bit of a 3-bar play, low of 880, and then a high of 941 here. So over 941, this literally starts out with a 1-minute candle making a new high. Over 41, we push up and it goes all the way to 1120 into a halt up. Initially, I just wasn't expecting this kind of aggression, so I got caught off guard. I thought we are probably going to go to 980, $10, and then dip back down and, maybe consolidate, then try again. This thing was on go mode and it just went. So resumption came about from 1102. We resumed at 1209. Let's see, 1102, 1209 resumption, pretty high resumption. It dips down to a low of 11. So right where we halted, it dipped down and then bounced back up. So this then provided a dip and a rip out of the halt resumption, which got us to 13.25. From there, we made the new high to 14, and that's where we started to pull back. And this is a very long pullback, all from 9:45 all the way to 10:40. And then volume came back in. As the volume started to get back in here, this thing started to move back up. And once we got over about 1190 is where it got a little spicy, but a little choppy. You can see some topping wicks. But once it got over 1260, the second time right here, this is where it really gave a big move, going all the way to 1417. Quick pullback. I believe we might have had a halt here actually. It dips and then rips up to 1596. Just absolutely incredible. It pulls back again. It pulls back into this last recent high that we had here around 1260. If we zoom out some more and we come across, let's see, this was also a bit of a level that we had earlier for double top, but a little hard to identify there. But anyhows, is that right? Yeah. So from there we pushed up and we got all the way to 1862. Now, throughout this move, I started to get some pretty bad fills. Wasn't able to make any money, and we did well, but we could have done better. There were areas where I sold like a second too soon, and literally missed like $2 a share. But other than that, all in all, great trading. We were able to capitalize. We were able to get it done. I'll show you guys the very first trade of the day on this one as we started to break out for the red to green. So this right here is my live recording. This is what the students can go back and watch at the end of the day. Fast forward, rewind, see all those key areas that I'm getting in and out. So we had 941 and about, what was the high? We had 970 for the highs. So this is me buying here as the 1-minute candles making the new high. I'm in. It gets to 62. It gets to 70. I'm going to take it off right there. Just, it is a little spready, but I'm going to take it off right there for a couple cents. And you can see the moment of the order selling, the ask goes from about 62 to 90. And right here, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? And then, we get back to 94. It gets over 10. I'm going to look to try to buy the break of 10. You can see I'm a little late here. And there's also 8,000 share seller at 02. It gets to 20. I think I'm going to take it off here. It gets to 30. And I don't know if I got back in. I think it's just going to go straight into the halt up here, if I remember correctly. 40, 50, 60, 80. Yeah, I kind of, again, I'm expecting there to maybe be a pullback because, a lot of this stuff is expectation. Like, if I can anticipate that this will be this strong, I can hold it a little longer in some areas, get back in quicker. But I'm thinking, okay, man, we went all the way from 950 to 1030. This thing might want to drop down to like 990, 980, maybe maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, maybe drop to 10 at least. I blinked 2 times, it's at 50, 60, 70, 80. Just like that, it's just marching on. And at this point, I'm not gonna buy it because it's just up so much. And then 1102 is the halt up. I want to believe it went straight into the halt up right here. I didn't buy 50 there, and it's just going to go. So, yeah, this is how the day started, man. Just pretty aggressive, out of the resumption. And then right here, I'll cut it off. But out of the resumption, I believe we caught a winning trade here. So we resumed. It's going to dip. I'm going to take the dip. Well, did I not take the... Oh, my gosh. Did I not take this dip? This is ludicrous. High resumption 1209. There's 12. Oh, okay. I'm watching CELZ. Okay. So this is gonna dip to 10. Wow. My goodness. Opportunity is gonna cost me here. I forgot that this other one resumed at the same time, like 30 seconds before. But this Doesn't look bad right here. Oh my gosh. I'll save that for the students. Man, wow. But essentially, these are the patterns that I traded, right? So a lot of you guys might say, Relentless, how are you looking to manage risk in all these areas that you're looking to buy, right? Whether you are watching at a 3 bar play here and the 1 minute candle, or let's say the 1 minute candle look to make the new high right here on the red to green, or the dip and rip, or if we fast forward later, as we're breaking out here, getting the pull back into the halt up, or again, as we're flagging, a slight breakdown on the flag, but then we're at the green here. 3 bar play right. Oh, let's say flag right here, right? Quick flag right there. Bigger flag slash wedge here. Guys, whether I'm buying for the breakout or the support, if it's not going immediately, I'm stopping out. Cutting my losses quickly. Cutting my losses quickly. For the breakouts, I want to see a lot of green on the tape. And I want to see us continuing higher. For the dips down, if there's a lot of red, I want to see that slow down. And I want to be in. If it flushes out on me, hey, take the loss. If not, can we get a quick bounce? If not, I'm selling quick regardless, whether it's a win, lose, or break even trade. So utilizing level 2, utilizing all the instruments that I'm using here, in some case the VWAP isn't as helpful because they're so strong. The stocks are so strong they pull away from the level, but you can see like here we kind of respected it a little bit, like right there. VWAP is this white line, of course, and then here again. But other than that, looking at my other indicators, looking at my trend lines, making sure that everything checks out, and just being disciplined, trying not to get frustrated along the way because sometimes you can miss some really big trades, and that's just how it goes. I believe at 14, I think I missed a huge trade in here. Like I needed to hold like 2 more seconds, or 1 more second, like 1 more second, and I would have made like five, like how many shares did I have? Like 2,000 shares. I could have made like $4,000 more. Like, I mean, just some crazy stuff, man. But that's how it goes. Trading is a tightrope walk. And sometimes you don't always get the entries and exit you want, but ultimately, if you can walk away with some green, that's all that matters. Especially if you're following your rules and being disciplined, right? So that was the day. 11,000. So we mentioned yesterday, if we can study up, we can see a $10,000 day today. So if I study up this day and I excite myself even more, tomorrow can I see a 30, 20, let's say 20, $30,000 day if the momentum is still here? I think so. I think so. So, you know what that means? We're going to go for it. We're going to be disciplined. But I'm also not going to make that the expectation. I'm going to just be reactive. Whether tomorrow's slow, hot, in between, whatever the market gives me, that's what I'll take. If it's giving nothing, I'll walk away, right? So with that being said, it's been Relentless Trader. It's been a good recap. Hope you guys did enjoy this quick one. Hit that thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out those links down below. Check out the links for Momo Pro. This is the scanning software that I use. You do need the Pro Plus to get the discovery section, which is essentially the gap scan here. Code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Other than that, you guys can check out the Discord. You guys might say, hey, Relentless, what in the world is Discord? Well, guys, Discord is a chat room service. This is the chat room service that we use here. And you can come into the chat, look at call outs. We have a section here for our P&L. So I was just on this section to see how the traders in the community did today. And a lot of people did all right. I mean, we can scroll all the way up to the top, but to kind of save on time a little bit, I mean, there's so many people posting. Today's the 7th, so here we go. I mean, you guys can just take a look. I'm not going to call any names or anything. I'm just going to scroll down. I will mention our lead, though, Tim, one of the lead here, and other mentor, 8,000. As we come on down, there's a lot of gains. Some people are red, but it's all good. We study up and we look to come back again tomorrow. A lot of big days, though. I mean, I love to see it. I haven't seen Dynamo in a while. I hope Dynamo is doing all right. Big Steve, way to go. Marcelo, 17,000. Save, 25 grand. I mean, the boys are getting it done. Kitty with a nice day here. Kitty, way to go. I mean, just so many people doing well. We love to see it. We have a nice video here from Marcelo, top 5 trading setups. Go check it out on the Mighty Stocks channel. Final P&L for Save, nicely done. BMAC, nicely done. The orange names are the students. Yeah, not everyone will post. Some people don't care about posting and stuff like that. But yeah. So it's late right now. Some people are just looking at some final charts and things like that. But yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here. Crispy and I, we're gonna go to this hockey game. We got a nice hockey game coming up. New Jersey versus, I can't remember the other team they're going against, but it should be fun. This is what it's all about, man. You have a nice day in the market, you go enjoy yourself, you study up, you come back, you do it again. For those of you guys who have families, you can also enjoy it with your family. But the key is once we're not consistently doing it, uh, let's say doing well, we need to use small size, we need to use the simulators. When we start to find consistency after 3 to 6 months, we transition to a real account. We try to make sure everything is good. There's no kinks in the armor. Once everything translates how you want it to, then you increase your risk. And you guys have seen it with me, like over the years, like from $50 a day to $200, $300, and yesterday you hear me saying that it's small green day, and ultimately because for what I'm seeing and where I am in my P&L, those were small green days relative to the market that we're in, relative to my experience. To someone else, it can be totally different, but I know what I can do once everything is firing off on all cylinders. And we've seen it before with myself. Today was another one of those, and even today, I think I should have done like another 4,000. I think I missed out like 4 grand from what I saw, and I didn't max out my size today, not even close. So even like a day like today, if I max out my size, maybe 30 grand is possible, man. It sounds crazy, but I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna rush the rush. Slowest is the fastest way. I'll be taking my time, and I'll go at my own pace. But I'm gonna keep pushing myself. With that being said, so check out the chat room. Check out Momo Pro. The last link that we have here is the course link. So for those of you who are looking to get involved with this type of style, a lot of you guys will say, "Hey, Relentless, you're trading a lot of famous patterns that are out there that some other people might trade," and that is true. But what makes me unique from all these other people is that I am hyper scalping. Instead of being in for a few minutes at a time and holding and trying to let the stock go for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes or hours, I'm in and out hundreds of times. I'm in and out hundreds of times, guys. I'm using TD Ameritrade. It's not the greatest platform, but it gets the job done. And so I have a full-on curriculum here, right? Not only that, if you do become a gold member, you gain access to myself, Marcelo, Tim, and you can also get one-on-one mentor sessions via myself and Marcelo, right? You'll also get access to our day trading chat room for free if you're a course member. You'll also be able to get the ongoing lectures, I mentioned the one-on-ones already, the weekly Q&As. I mean, everything is literally right here in display, right? You'll get low latency streaming via Discord, right? Because as we know, the YouTube stream does have a bit of a delay. I believe it's like 3 seconds. For some people, it's longer because of their location, their internet speed, the YouTube software backend, and all that good stuff. But yeah, we just had our New York day trader meetup, and we got to take down this promotion. But yeah, no, it's okay, right? No rush. We got to take down this promotion, and pretty soon we're gonna run something else. We're gonna do something else. There are some big things that we have planned that are coming up, so stay tuned. There's also gonna be another team house meetup soon, right? So stay tuned. Big things are to come here in the community. Stay dialed in, stay locked in, stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been your favorite day trading YouTuber, Relentless Trader. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you later. Stay safe, stay green.